guests this evening, Vishnu Jain, Advocate Supreme Court and one of the petitioners in this matter, and of course the involved party, Rajat Sethi, political analyst, Dushyant Sridhar, Vedic speaker and writer. So we will go back to the historical concept. What do you understand? And this concept of Prana Pratishtha, perennial rights of the deity, where does it come? And of course, I have Ashwini Upadhyay, petitioner, joining us in the studio. Namaste. So he's got a angle between, like I asked you this question, prayer and worship. Are they two different aspects? But first, let's go to Vishnu Jain. Vishnu ji, namaste.
हर हर महादेव।
देखिए, मेरे से पहले अश्विनी जी कह रहे हैं हर हर महादेव। आपके साथ जो याचिका करता है वो भी आपके साथ है। नमस्ते, हर हर महादेव।
हर हर महादेव कह रहे हैं।
हर हर महादेव।
So Vishnu, let me ask you, how do you see the judgment today? What does this imply?
See, the important point is, Anand ji, that so far as we were arguing on your channels and on your studios time and again, that in this particular set of facts, the Places of Worship Act is not attracted because before 15th August 1947 there was a pre-existing Hindu temple, and till November 1993 every day we used to worship Ma Shringar Gauri. It is only after November 1993 this worship has been stopped, and therefore we had filed this petition before the Honorable District Judge of Varanasi seeking a daily worship of the property in question. And today the Honorable Court has cleared the way for trial of the matter in issue. In future course of action we will be going to lead evidence. The evidence will be pertaining to the historical aspects of the matter. The evidence will be pertaining to the religious aspects and the spiritual books of the matter, which has evidentiary value within section 57 of the Indian Evidence Act. So I feel that there is a lot more work which has to be done. As far as the maintainability issue is concerned, definitely we have won. But so far as the oral and documentary evidence is concerned, we are going to do our preparations for that, and very professionally we are going to proceed further. And I also must tell you that this argument of Waqf Act 1995 has also been rejected by the Honorable Court because the Muslim side was not able to file any document to show that this is a Waqf property, and the document which was filed as Waqf number 100 was pertaining to Alamgir Masjid, not to Gyan Vyapi Masjid. And all my arguments which I made before the Honorable Court has been accepted. So I feel that this is the latest example and a grand example that how after legal research and after detailed research in a given set of facts of the case, the Places of Worship Act can be countered and it can be overcome. Definitely Places of Worship Act is a hurdle and will be a hurdle, but we have challenged the constitutional validity of Places of Worship Act.
Correct.
Ashwani ji has also challenged, Subramaniam Swami ji has also challenged. That's a separate issue. That's the dream situation when we get the Places of Worship Act.
We will talk about that
first.
also.
But despite Places of Worship Act,
जी, we will talk about.
but despite Places of Worship Act being there,
जी, आप बोलिए, हाँ, complete.
sorry, I am just saying that despite Places of Worship Act being there, through our legal interpretation we have proved that in a given set of facts, the misnomer which has been created in the society, that Places of Worship Act gives a blanket ban that you cannot get your temples restored. It is not that simple an interpretation, and on pure legal interpretation, today's order has been passed.
जी, I want to ask you, Vishnu ji, the ladies behind you who are part of the petitioners, the 5 petitioners, मैं उनसे एक प्रश्न पूछना चाहूंगा कि अप्रैल 2021 में आप में से किसी ने जाकर वहां पूजा की थी? जब लास्ट ईयर उस आपको मेरी आवाज आ रही है?
जी, नवरात्रि के चौथे दिन वहाँ पे श्रृंगार गौरी
Yes, they have worshipped Anand ji.
वहीं पे हम लोग गए थे दर्शन करने।
2021 before COVID.
हम लोग अप्रैल में गए थे दर्शन करने, बहुत सारे लोग गए थे दर्शन करने के लिए।
आप अप्रैल में गई थी ना?
चौखट का दर्शन होता है, बिखरा का नहीं होता है। हाँ, अप्रैल में हम लोग गए थे दर्शन करने। हम लोग चारों लोग गए थे दर्शन करने।
तो एक बात बताइए, अगर आप साल में एक दिन आपको अगर अलाउ किया जा सकता है तो 365 दिन क्यों नहीं? आपके घर में अगर आप पूजा के लिए कहीं रखते हैं पूजा का रूम, तो ऐसा कोई नियम होता है क्या कि साल में एक ही बार वहां पर दर्शन होगा?
इसी की तो लड़ाई हम लोग लड़ रहे हैं, इसी की लड़ाई लड़ रहे हैं ना कि चौखट का पूजा नहीं, हम लोग को बिखरा का पूजा, हम लोग को 300 साल में 365 दिन हमको मतलब पूजा हम लोग को दर्शन करने के लिए दिया जाए, न कि साल में एक दिन। इसी की तो लड़ाई हम लोग लड़ रहे हैं, श्रृंगार गौरी का।
पर आर्ग्यूमेंट, विष्णु जी, द आर्ग्यूमेंट नाउ विल बी, हाँ जी बोलिए, आप बोलिए, फिर मैं विष्णु जी से पूछता हूँ।
नहीं पूछिए भैया, पूछिए आप।
ठीक है, तो भैया विष्णु भैया मैं आपसे पूछ रहा हूं, आई एम गोइंग टू आस्क यू दिस, द आर्ग्यूमेंट इज दैट यू आर गोइंग टू फर्स्ट से कि अलाउ अस टू वर्शिप, अलाउ अस टू प्रे, then you will say, "Arey, we are only the larger number," and then you will try and take that place and saying this place belongs to us. So you will try and this is a backdoor entry. This was one of the arguments that was made.
No, Anandji, I'll explain it. I hope I'll be able to explain it. The point is this, that we have filed 6 cases in Varanasi Civil Court. This is one of those cases where only right to worship has been asked. So far as the title of the property is concerned, there is already a title suit pending before the court. So it is, everything will be clubbed together in future courts of action, and then the title and right to worship, everything will go together. So the point in issue is this, that this suit has been filed that till November 1993 in the so-called mosque, there are objects of worship which are existing, and whatever we have claimed has been proved in the commission report where Shivlingam has been found, and therefore we are going in that direction, that whatever is the situation of Gyanavapi as existing in November 1993 after coming into force of the Places of Worship Act in 1991 must be restored. That's one limb of the submission in the petition filed by these ladies. But the point in issue is that there are larger questions.
जी, please complete, then I'll ask. थोड़ा डिले है इसीलिए कंफ्यूजन
I am saying the point in issue is that there are larger questions. And title and everything has been asked for, so which also will be decided and adjudicated.
Yeah, because in this case you have said 4th day of the Chaitra Navratra Samvat 2078, 16th April 2021, that the devotees performed puja of Ma Shringar Gauri. But Vishnu ji, and I'll open it up to our other panelists with this, they are saying कि आप एक नई स्ट्रैटेजी लेकर आए हैं आपकी बार. तैयारी ये है कि हम तुम पर इतने केस कर देंगे, तुम कंफ्यूज हो जाओगे कि डेट कहां पर लें और लड़े कहां पर. एंड दिस इज द रीजन व्हाई आई एम सेइंग दिस. आई एम सेइंग दिस बिकॉज द एडवोकेट कमिश्नर सर्वे रिपोर्ट which was done for one other case will now come into play in this case also. It will also come into play in some of the other cases.
See, Anandji, I understand what you are trying to say, but the point is that the CPC gives me permission. Rule 4A of the CPC gives permission of clubbing of all the matters, and then if a report has come in one given set of facts, that report can be given, that report can be read into the other cases which have been filed for the similar issue. So this is the point. The point is of filing of the cases for restoration of our temple. Lord Shiva, who is the destroyer, can never be destroyed, and therefore he is the creator also, he is the destroyer also. He can never be destroyed, and therefore this is a legal battle for restoration of the temple of Lord Shiva. And let me tell you, Anandji, it is not my words. Honorable Mr. Justice Ramaswamy, in the judgment delivered by the Supreme Court, where the Kashi Vishwanath Act was constitutionally challenged, in that judgment he has said that out of 12 Jyotirlings, 5 Jyotirlings are Swayambhu, and this is the very first of all the 5 Jyotirlings.
Yeah.
So it has our own, this Kashi place, and this particular place has very significant role for the members of the Hindu community, and therefore time and again we are saying that it has to be restored. There is categorical evidence that even after demolition by Aurangzeb, Hindus used to worship in the plinth of the so-called mosque, and no temple has been, and the so-called mosque has been constructed over remains and ruins of a Hindu temple. And Anandji, today I want to say something on your channel. When people say and argue this proposition of law that once a mosque, always a mosque, अगर एक बार कोई वफ की संपत्ति हो जाती है तो हमेशा वफ की संपत्ति रहती है. भाई मेरा भी तो हिंदू लॉ है, उसको कोई कब सुनेगा? आज कोर्ट ने सुना है और समझा है, जो मैं बराबर चिल्लाता चले आ रहा हूं कि अगर एक बार कोई संपत्ति देवता में निहित हो जाती है तो समय के अंत तक देवता की रहती है. ये ऑनरेबल जस्टिस बीके मुखर्जी का हिंदू लॉ है, ये पीवी कार्णी के धर्मशास्त्र में जो भारत रत्न रहे हैं उनका ये लॉ है. तो वो सारे हिंदू लॉज को भी पढ़ना है और इसीलिए उसी के आधार पर धार्मिक स्वरूप तय करना है.
करेक्ट, बट आप तो लॉ तब पढ़ेंगे जैसे आप देखना चाहते हैं विष्णु जी. देयर बी अदर्स हु विल सी द लॉ एज दे वांट टू इंटरप्रेट इट. But Dushyant Sridhar, before I bring, if with your permission, I'm just going to bring in some of our other friends this evening, and then I'll come back to you, Vishnuji, and please feel free to jump in whenever you want. It's an open discussion.